Hello there. So, oh my god, I'm very excited about this. This is Ghostmaster. You might not have heard this game, but I'm playing it because it kind of looks like The Sims. As you probably guessed as well, this is a very old, well not very old game, it's over 10 years old though. As you can see, because the resolution isn't even high enough, and like this little JPEG here didn't even extend all the way out. But that's okay. Let's jump into it and I'll start explaining it. All the levels, apart from this one, are named after like
You are
movies and
ready
stuff,
for
which I
your
like.
field training,
Let's watch
young
this.
Ghostmaster? We are taking you to the Kappa Lambda sorority house in
So basically the way it works is we're a Ghostmaster
Only a
and
small number of
we're
sorority
in charge
girls
of a
are in residence at
team
the
of
moment,
ghosts.
but scaring them all away should be a sufficient test of your abilities.
So yeah, we are the Ghostmaster. We are in charge of all these. At the start of every level, you pick your group of ghosts and whatever these things are, vapors and all these things. And the idea is,
Drive the Kappa
see this
Lambda
house?
girls
There's all
from
these
their
people in the
sorority
house. All these people. We have to scare them out of the house. Now, the way that we do that is by we can control these ghosts. And if you want to put one inside the house, you go like, wait, we'll start with this one. Put it in the house like that. Go bind, and it's in here. Great. And then you start using these powers here. Here we go, scattered swarm. And that is going to scare them. We're going to scare, look, Joanna Fields here is now scared because, like, who wouldn't be scared of all these fucking spiders and stuff? So as we can see over here, see all these bars. That top one, T, red, that is terror. Now, that's the most important thing. When that goes all the way up, that is when they will be scared enough to run outside the house. And when we use powers like we just did with all those spiders and stuff, that will make this go up. Next one, madness. That is pretty much the same thing, except it is a lot harder to get these people mad. And the last one is belief, which is it's also raised by these powers and stuff like that. However, what it does is the higher it is, the faster these terror and I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. The higher the belief is, the more scareder they're going to be. Scareder, the more scared that they're going to be by these powers and stuff like that. Most powers will raise the terror and belief at the same time, which is good. Some raise the belief more than others, and you can just use those and raise their belief a lot higher. There is a tutorial for this, but it's very, very boring, and it's probably better if I explain it, or if you're interested in this game, there's probably a better tutorial, but I think I can explain it pretty good. So this thing up the top, as you can see, all these powers and stuff like that, it takes this thing, Plasm, it takes those points to use them. It takes a certain amount to just put them in a room, and then it's going to take a certain amount of Plasm each time that you use a power. If you go up to, if you change to creepers, that means it's taking up 12, and he's going to keep casting this thing, Scattered Swarm and creepers, at 12 cost. It just stays like that, and this number here, that's going to go down over time. The more we scare people like that, we just scared the freaking hell out of her. So this goes up. Get it? Do you get it? It's very fun. The way that, not all of these little guys, we've got this guy Shivers, who's like an insane guy or something, I don't know. Not all of them, you can't just put them wherever you want. If you hover over it, it says Feta, so his is emotional, so he has to be attached to something in each level that has an emotional impact on all of these characters. So for some reason, this rug is emotional. I don't know why, but a better example is that ball is air. So if you had an air ghost, you could attach to that ball because there's air inside it. The best example probably is not a bouncy ball. Best example is this guy, Cogjammer, who's electrical, so he can be attached to like a TV. It can be attached to this stereo, and then it can be attached to like a microwave and stuff like that. This guy is inside, and Ghost is also, his name isn't Ghost, his name's Boo, is also inside. Okay, we can just, so if you want him to just scare everyone in this room, what do we want to do? We'll leave it on fright. So he's just going to give people a fright whenever they walk in. That's going to cost what? What was that? Like 20? Good. I haven't set Cogjammer to anything yet. Okay, so you may have seen, it's a lot of information to take in, I know, but this game is very fun. You'll figure it out pretty quickly. We just need to scare everyone, basically, is what it is. Using these powers, and then when they're scared, when someone's really scared, they'll run outside, and we'll see them run outside. Let's make her go outside first. There we go. Perfect timing. So look, her red meter thing got filled up because she's got all these ×2 things, because her belief is raised really high, I think. Yeah, her belief is super high. So you get all these ×2 bonuses, so anything that scares her is going to scare her a lot more. Great, she's gone. See you later, Karen Fuller. Okay, so you may have seen this lady floating around.
Dreaded dust! I used to command the storms, dearie, but since I went and got myself sucked into this electric broomstick, all I can manage is this infernal sneezing! It'd be a different matter if I got free, mind you. I'd whip up a storm to wake the dead!
Okay, so in each level, there are ghosts who are stuck in there somehow. As you can see by that chain, she's stuck to this vacuum cleaner in the world. And there's different conditions to getting them all out, but because she's stuck to this vacuum cleaner, or a hoover, or whatever you want to call it, we need to get her out. So how do we do that? We can get this electrical guy, and electrical ghost things, let's just call them ghosts. They can fuck up all the electrical stuff. So wild and crazy, that's its most powerful thing. Every device is going to malfunction, including this. There we go. So she's on our team now. So now we can just use her for the rest of the game, which is great. Weather Witch, I don't know what she does. I'm pretty sure she's not very good. They all have different levels actually. I think this guy is probably the highest level one. And then these critters and like spiders and things like that aren't very high. And these guys are like really creepy, like guys in straitjackets are very scary. These guys are probably the handiest, just plain like Casper style ghosts. Just because they can wander around from room to room eventually. The more we can actually level them up later, which we'll see. If you go orders, you can give them different conditions, and then you can set them to like wander around from room to room, or only use powers on certain people and things like that. Let's just leave it like this. Everyone seems to be congregating around in this room, so that's fine. The best thing to do is once this is high enough, once you've used a lot of small powers, cheap powers, you can end up just leaving them like this, and then so because we've got it up to this highest thing, she's going to cast all of these whenever she's got them, whenever the cooldown's done, I guess. So she's got this actually siren song. We don't need that because that makes people go outside. We want this because she's like a weather ghost. All the weather effects and stuff like that freak people out. So like there's gusts and wind and rain and stuff like that. That freaks people out, so it makes it so that they'll get scared easier. Get it? We need to move this guy actually. Where can he go? Everyone seems to just be in here. They run up here, get scared by all these spiders, and then run back down. The best thing about this game is once you've got it we've got it set up, eventually you can see that you can have like 8 at a time. And once everything's going and really popping off, that's just chaos in the house, and it's really... Oh, that's why. Okay, it's because he's got this rattle chains ability. That's going to make everyone want to come down here, which is fine, which is good actually, because we want everyone to come in here, because all this shit is just popping off in here. And then eventually, yeah, the funniest part about this game is like when the entire house is going crazy, all the music ramps up, and everyone just freaks out. There we go. Also, as you can see there, I think each character has something that they're particularly scared of, and you can see she's scared of spiders. And some ghosts have the power to figure out what that is. Like you can see, what is that? Taste Aura. Taste Aura does that. So we can find out what they're scared of, and they'll become scared easier if they see spiders and stuff. I think it's like creepy things or whatever. It's actually got bias for them. So who is that? by it. It's so we can see information about it. We can see what they're particularly scared of, their subconscious fears and their mood and stuff like that. It's quite handy. Also, these little descriptions of their whole life is pretty cool. Oh, someone just ran away. Also, if you really want to, you can see their point of view. Look, she's just like, I don't know, in a bedroom. There's all these like, I don't know what that is. Tall grass? I don't know. That's scary, I guess. I don't know. Are people scared of tall grass? Okay, we've got everything on full now, actually. There we go. It is quite handy having these, with other levels as they go on. You end up getting quests that are not like this. The quests ends up being, you'll have to do certain things like, a whole quest might be around saving one of these ghosts, like we did just then. How far is she off? Not very far at all. We can move him here, so we can just go to bind again, and then we can move him to this room. But as I said, the ghosts that can just like inside, they're very very handy because you can put them in any room, and the ghosts can just. Oh, there we go. Everyone's gone. That's it. We just have to wait for them to run outside, and that'll be it. Oh no, Nancy Schachter. She's hanging in there. She's surviving somehow. When this music's playing now, I don't know if you can hear it because I turned it down really softly. That's when like shit's going crazy and stuff like that. Here we go. I always forget that you can move the room around. I don't know where I put him. Here we go. Come on, just scare her. Is that enough? No, she's not that scared. It's because she keeps running outside. Here we go. Okay, here we go. She's scared. She's running away. There we go. She'll just run off the screen. Great, we completed it. And we get a high score or whatever. This game is like quite buggy, to be honest. That was just the tutorial. Nothing bad happened. But sometimes like there are a lot of bugs and stuff like that. It's an old game. And this is actually the disc version. Do you remember when discs, games came on discs? It was a very long time ago. Not really, but you can actually get this game on Steam. It's $5.
Your gold plasm
Please be quiet. I'm trying to talk.
New powers.
No, I'm trying to talk. Let's just get out of here. So yeah, this game is only like $5. It's really really fun. That was just the tutorial, but these next two levels are actually like mission based. It's very very fun. I think I should keep recording and playing this. Let me know if you like it. If you're interested in it. I'll definitely keep playing. The other levels are going to be like a lot funnier. There's like a lot of horror movie references, and it's actually quite a funny game. So let me know if you like this, and I'll see you next time.